Alright, welcome back. It's time to get this liquid reactor up and running. And the first thing we're going to need, for the way I'm doing it at least, is a one of them. Stirling generator. And I don't have enough iron plates. Gotta go make some more. Thought I had all this stuff made up, so I could just whip these things out. And I was wrong. I haven't gotten a chance to talk to Axel yet to see if he's willing to come show you guys what he knows. XAR gave me a bunch of casings. I took a stack of them from him. Still didn't have enough, so I had to make 8 more. Come on, give me this last plate. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Alright. Now, put this here, put this here, these here. Generator. Heat conductor. Stirling generator. Now, anything that you're running under, I think, 100 heat, you're going to want to use a Stirling generator. And if you're going to use a steam generator and you're going to have anything in excess of 100, you'll want to have a steam generator to take up the extra. But now that right there should be exactly what we need. So now I'll show you what we got here. This is the inside of the building down here. And we're going to put one of these for a second. Let's place our reactor on. Pop this out. Alright, now we'll get our chambers and put, am I going to be able to, there, and there. Now we got a full reactor. Now we got to finish up our 5x5 here. And you'll see we got a reactor fluid port on this, 2 of them, one here and one there. This one has a fluid ejector pipe that will pull it out and put it into here. We need to get one more of these, but you'll see that'll do 90 heat, which will then be transferred over to our Stirling generator, which will go into our wire. Now if we come down here and we access the hatch, see our reactor. Oh crap, I forgot to get the torch out of there. I forgot I left a torch inside there, so nothing would spawn inside of it, and I bet that's why it doesn't show the right thing. because right now it should be a different GUI than the other one. Okay, nothing else in here. Alright, I'll put this one back. I'll put that one back. And we'll put both of them back. Now we should have it. There we go. Now we got the right one. Now it says it puts out heat units. And you've got a cold and a hot side. So now we'll come over here and we'll get our coolant. And we're going to end up making a bunch more of this. But this will be enough to start the process because I'm not going to run a whole lot of fuel rods in there right now. Two. Why don't we just pop this off here, pop that down there, pop that on there, give me that, there we go. I'll put that back, and we'll put this back. Now when we go downstairs, we should have 8 things of it in there. Now why does it say we want, oh wait a minute. I wonder if I just wasted a whole bunch because I didn't let it get out of that thing first. I bet I did. Dagnabbit. Oh well, we can make some more. Not a big deal, I got a lot of lapis dust. I just can't believe I did that. I hate those stupid things. I'd much rather use Buildcraft pipes, or what I'd really like to use is Gregtech pipes, but I gotta get them first. Just go ahead and make all 18 of this into coolant just for the hell of it. Actually, I'll probably make 16. I'll leave 2. Put that right there. Alright. Let that run for a minute. And crap, I don't have my suit on. Really ought to change that. Shouldn't be trying to work with reactor stuff without my suit on. Okay, that's all done. That's empty, and we got 16 did 2. maybe that's why we only had 997 in there. Alright. Set this here. Put that there. Empty that out. Let that empty out. Come on, get the last 21 buckets out of there. 21 millibuckets. 2. This thing is slow. There we go. And we'll take this back in there. I got a bunch of lapis dust downstairs. I'll just go make some more. I ain't gonna worry about doing it right now. This will be enough to show you guys. Alright. So we got about 3 millibuckets in here. Or 3 buckets. Now, open this up. We'll put these 2 here. And put these around them. And we'll turn it on. And now you'll see it's putting out 48 heat units a second. And you'll see that our coolant is going down and then going back up. Now if we take one of these away, it drops for a second and then it goes back. That's because of the heat that's going into the core or into the heat vents. Now like I said, that is good and stable just like that. Now if you come up here and we look at the heat exchanger, you'll see the IC2 hot is coming in and it's going back out, and we're putting 80 heat out every few ticks. So then when it comes in, that makes 40 EU. So it's not 40 EU a tick because it goes off like every other tick. It's because we don't have exactly 50, I think it is. 50 would be every tick. We only have 48. Now, thinking we might be able to get a little more. No. I was thinking it might, but I guess not. Now we can go for almost the full 100 if we turn this off and then we put these in here and put these around here. Now we turn it on. We'll be pulling 96 heat units a tick. if we go up here, and we look at this, we got a lot of heat coming in, and it's not all getting used up immediately. If we had another one in here, it probably will get better. And we are putting out a full, it's putting out a full 80 heat ticks a unit, so we are now getting our definite 40 EU a tick. Now the problem with that is that it's keeping that hot coolant in there, so we have to make sure that we keep cool coolant in here, because this should go down little by little because we're not using up enough up there. So let's go ahead and make one more heat condenser. Should have gotta make 2 more copper plates. Yeah, see, I think it takes like 8 lapis dust to do 1 bucket, so that was why. Right. Now, the one thing about having it like that is you can actually put your reactor like on a timer type of thing, where it will go for a certain amount of time, enough to get a bunch of heat build up, and then you have the clock turn it off for a certain amount of ticks. That will let it run through all the coolant in the heat exchanger here. See, now we can put out 100. And then that way your reactor's not having to run all the time. But the best thing to do is get it to where you have enough heat exchangers to counteract what's in here. And now what you would do once you get to this point, let's see. See, now that it's got 100, it's keeping up. And we're putting out 100 heat units almost every tick. So we're getting 50 EU a tick, except for like 1 tick. And that's because of the fact that we're only at 96, not at 100 heat. If we got to exactly 100 heat, then we'd be pulling exactly 50 EU a tick out of here. And again, like I said, this is a stable design, so this will run just like this all day long. And again, you can copy this over and make another set over here, and then you would have almost 200 heat units or 100 EU a tick. The only thing you would have to do then would be get another liquid heat exchanger, put it here, another Stirling generator, put it beside it, and run your wire. And then you would have 2 sets. Then if you wanted to, you could expand it, make it a bigger one, put another set here. If you wanted, you could even try to put one here, but once you get over 100, it's supposed to be better using the steam generator. But like I said, I'm having issues with the steam generator. I don't know what it is, but it always puts off this thing that looks like it's exploding, like there's steam coming out of it. I'm going to see what I can do to get a little bit more. I might be able to put one more rod over here by itself and be able to get this up to full 100. Not real sure. Ooh, got a crick in my neck. Let me go downstairs and see how many more heat vents I got. Shut up, donkey. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, we're gonna try something. Show you guys here. This is the way I've been pulling EU. Don't know if I'll be able to use all of these, but I can use a few of them. We'll put this over here with these, and actually give me this one. Now what we want to do, you gotta be real careful doing this, is we want to run this without any heat vents on these, and that's going to build up our core temp. But we're going to leave this one completely done. Now watch our output here. As the core temp goes up, the output will go up. And I do believe this is stable just like this. This side is not. We will end up going critical because we have no heat vents over here. But this should say good all the way around. And remember, we don't want to get above 70. So we hit 70, we're going to start taking heat damage whenever we get close to this reactor. But you'll see we were running at like 43 or 48 when we started this. We're already up to 62 EU a tick. and we'll get a lot higher as we go. And you can double this design as well if you want to run with these. You could always move this up, put another one down here, and might be able to fit another one over here. I'm not sure. We're up to 21 and we're getting 75 EU a tick. And see, when you turn this off, your core temp will stay right there where it's at. It'll hold its temperature. Now, to actually run this, we will have to make some more heat vents, because this, I can't run like this. Because if I put this here and this here and turn it back on, our core temp will still go up. Wow, it's actually going down. That was weird. I'll say these should not. Okay, yeah, see, they're taking damage, but the core temp is going down. Let's see if we put 99, 40, 70, 40, 999, 999, 40. As long as those go between 40 and 70, that's okay. As long as they don't drop any further. 83, 80, 99. See, these are not going down any further. So this should be stable just like this. But you'll see now our core temperature is going down because we're actually pulling heat out of our core. We're not creating any. Let's see, this is what I do when I make a reactor. I just sit here and kind of play with it, see what I can do to figure it out, get it to work the best. And I think it's these that are actually pulling the heat out of my core, because I usually run like 2 of these and then 2 of the, and 2 and 2, and I run my core temperature up to 69% so it doesn't hit the heat damage thing. And then I put in all my heat vents and it'll stay right at 69%. But they may have messed with the way this works so you can't do that. Or it may be that these are pulling heat from the core. I'm not real sure, because everything has its own way that it pulls heat. Like some things will pull heat straight from this, some will pull heat from the core, some will pull from this and the core. Again, all that is on the wiki or on the forum. You can find all that information. But see, now all of our things are back to $9.90 or $9.99. And see, this is still taking durability, so I think it's pulling that core temperature out. And see, now if I turn it back on, now all of these should stay at 99.70 or 99.99. They shouldn't change in damage at all. And I can just run that all day long and pull 42 EU out of it. But that's how the MOXes work. And I showed you how the uraniums work. Showed you how the liquid reactor works. Now I do believe you can run the MOX over here and try to heat this up. But you got to be careful doing that you don't use up your coolant to where you melt this bad boy down. Because I actually did that. But that's what I know about reactors. Play around with them, test them on your own. Best thing is not to leave them alone. You know, do a full cycle of fuel rods in there before you try to leave it and have it go critical on you while you're gone. But I hope that helps anybody that needs to know how to work them. If there's anything anybody else needs to know, leave me a comment, leave me a message on Twitter or whatever. Damn it. And I will see what I can do to get to it. I'm probably going to be running a few less episodes here in our Gregtech 6 world for a little while. There's not a whole lot right now for me to do here until Greg gets us some more things to do. Right now, basically, it's just make more of these blocks, go digging up more stuff, or mess with other mods that are in here. And until we update the server, I don't want to add too much that's going to be hard on the server. So I'll probably be doing more with the Thylacraft Gregtech 5 series, but I'll still be putting one of these out every now and then, just probably not every day like I have been up until now. But if y'all give me something you want to see or something you want to do, or Greg puts out another update, I'll come back, do the update, check out the new stuff he adds, and if you guys give me something you want to see or need explained, I'll come back and do that for you too. And I'll still come on every now and then and record one for you. I like to come on sometimes just to screw around too. So, take it easy. I'll end it here.